You're watching ABC4 News.
Thanks for staying with us. At the southern border, thousands of migrants will continue to have their asylum claims in the U.S. delayed. This after the Supreme Court voted to keep a pandemic-era health policy called Title 42 in place. ABC's Elizabeth Schulze has more from Washington.
For thousands of migrants who have fled their countries, disappointment as lawful opportunities to claim asylum at the U.S. southern border remain on hold. This feels like a bucket of cold water, but we don't know what to do now, says this woman from Venezuela. The Supreme Court's ruling keeping a Trump-era COVID-19 policy known as Title 42 in place for now means migrants crossing into the U.S. can continue to be quickly expelled on the grounds of public health, denying asylum seekers the opportunity to plead their case. This man says, "My dream is to cross to the other side." In a 5-4 decision, the Supreme Court handed a win to 19 states who claim ending Title 42 will lead to an overwhelming surge in migrants at the border. The court agreeing to hear arguments on the case in February, but also indicating the Biden administration can still end Title 42 on its own. The White House not yet making clear if it will do that amid other legal challenges to the policy.
In the meantime, we have to enforce it, but I think it's overdue.
Justice Neil Gorsuch joining the Supreme Court's 3 liberal justices in dissent, saying the current border crisis is not a COVID crisis, and courts should not be in the business of perpetuating administrative edicts designed for one emergency only because elected officials have failed to address a different emergency. The White House is also urging Congress to pass comprehensive immigration reform, a move that has gained little traction among lawmakers. Elizabeth Schulze, ABC News, Washington.
Time now for Utah's most accurate forecast with Thomas Geboy. Weather rates certified 11 years in a row.
All right, and back here at home, let's head over for another look at the forecast, Thomas.
Yep, we've seen more active weather today, and if you've been along the Wasatch Front, you might have gone through a couple of snow squalls. This was captured by Darren Brooks, Utah weatherman on Twitter. Really cool video here, a quick speed up time lapse of that snow working into North Salt Lake. And in some spots, we've seen a couple of inches of snow down in our valleys, but the bulk of the snow has continued up in our mountains, where most of our resorts have picked up at least a foot of snow, with some spots getting closer to 2 feet. On the satellite and radar, the rain and snow is continuing, but we're seeing more snow compared to yesterday because colder air has moved in. We're going to start off in southern Utah, where I-15 and I-70, that interchange, has been a mess throughout most of today, so keep that in mind. We're still seeing times of snow from northern Washington County up towards Beaver, and we're still looking at times of rain around the southern portions of Zion National Park, around portions of Kane County as well, while just east of the Moab on the I-70 corridor, we're looking at times of snow. And most of the snow in northern Utah has now moved up to the mountains, but in around Logan, around Ogden, and even from Draper down towards Lehigh, we're still seeing times of snow there as well. Not seeing snow being all that heavy, but the roadways are still running wet, so be careful if you're heading out this evening. And the winter weather advisories that we have for our higher elevations for our mountains in the Beehive State, that will continue through tonight, where we could see additional accumulation. So winter driving conditions expected to continue through at least the next several hours. And because of all this heavy, dense, wet snow that we have seen, the avalanche danger running high for most of our mountain ranges along and north of I-70, but also continues for the Moab area as well. And I would not be surprised if this does persist over the next couple of days, because we have more snow on the way. Just continue to stick to the groomers and continue to stick to the inbounds area. You're going to be able to find plenty of snow. Here's the view in Lehigh, where it is currently snowing. The roadway is looking pretty good because for the most part in our valleys, temperatures are running at and just above the freezing mark. It's 32 degrees in Brigham City, 20 in Park City, 38 degrees in Salt Lake City, it's 34 in Provo, and 33 degrees in Cedar City. But this is about 10 degrees colder compared to what we were talking about at this time yesterday, because that colder air's moved in and those winds have indeed switched out of the northwest. And for some reason, looks like my clicker wanted to stop for a second there. Let's go ahead and begin the Futurecast at 7 o'clock. And as we go from this evening into the overnight hours, the chance for snow will gradually begin to wind down as the bulk of the deepest moisture moves away. Maybe still a few lingering snow showers up in our mountains, but I'm thinking throughout most of Thursday, skies will be calmer. Maybe 1 or 2 passing showers down south as a little bit of moisture tries to make its way into southern Utah. But as we go from Thursday into Friday, we got more changes on the way. And by Friday morning, this particular futurecast showing that may be seeing a good amount of snow along the entirety of the I-15 corridor, including the Wasatch Front. But as temperatures begin to warm up, that rain could transition over to snow. And we got even more moisture on the way that's going to be sticking with us through the New Year's Day weekend. And because of that, the National Weather Service has issued a winter storm watch that's going to begin late Thursday and will end late on Sunday, where our mountains could pick up an additional 1 to 3 feet of snow. Higher amounts can't be ruled out. Very difficult travel. And on top of that, wind chills are likely going to be below zero in our mountains. So talking about more significant weather on the way. But as for tomorrow, again, get calmer skies, partly cloudy to mostly cloudy with a daytime high of 38 in Salt Lake, which is very seasonal for this time of year, while St. George will be right around 50 degrees. And St. George will see those daytime highs right around 50 with a slight chance both Thursday and Friday, but a better chance of rain in the forecast Saturday into Sunday before we calm down going into our Monday. Then along the Wasatch Front, we get partly cloudy to partly sunny skies for tomorrow. Snow and rain on Friday, rain more likely on our Saturday. Then rain could transition back to snow going into our Sunday with more active weather across the state. And then we'll calm down just a little bit, but before more active weather by the middle of next week. Emily?
All right. Thank you so much, Thomas.